Well, hello, my friends. Zoso Dude here. Welcome aboard the Mystery Ship. Hey, it's my pleasure to host this show 3 days a week. I get to hang out with just some of the best people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. I got to know many of them during a cross-country journey on my motorcycle, and I've got another one coming up within the next month. So I hope to be seeing many of you very soon. You know, on the show, we take care of one another. We watch out for one another. It is a great, great pleasure of mine to host this program. I'm glad you're here. Have a look at the fine shirts that these sailors are wearing. You'll find out how to get one for your very own and join the collage of sailors at the beginning of the program. Welcome aboard.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I hate it when that damn thing gets away from me like that. I hate it when the damn thing gets away from me like that. Good evening, sailors. My name is Zoso Dude, Except for that little faux pas, I really think I'm ready to go tonight. What the heck is going on here? Stop that. Stop that. I did not invite you to do that. Good evening, my friends. Do me a favor, and I've been having some issues lately, so I trust your judgment. Let me know if my mic is sounding overmodulated. I'm hoping that it is not, but I listen. I listen. You don't hear a thing, but you have third world internet. You're deaf. There was no music playing on that one? Seriously? You guys did not hear the opening song like you normally do? All right, let me go around the horn. Here's one place I can tell. Okay, Bad Zoot. A bit low, actually. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Keep forgetting that Foxhole is 45 seconds behind the real world. Thank you so much, Bad Zoot. I appreciate it. I pushed the right button this time. Hallelujah. Thank you, Rick Carmen. Great to see you, my friend. Let's just say our hellos over there at D Live since they are the reigning champions. I should do something like that. I should say hello to the reigning champions first each month until they are dethroned by some other. Val Kimber is in the house. Laura Dora is with us. Spudley on hand. Spud, my bud. Artist 61. How are you doing, Steph? Good to see you. Good to see you. Almost wore your shirt tonight. Almost. Amethyst Cat. I'm. Why is it that Sunday nights are the most frustrating night for me to broadcast? And it's not because I don't understand how this all works. It's just that something happens on Sundays. Today, my sister-in-law left the garage door open for hours and hours and hours. That invited every manner of insect into this garage. And of course, I like to bathe myself in black light. That's part of the allure of this show. See how my shirt glows? It's because of my black light. I turn it off, and you don't see anything. Okay? You turn it back on, bingo, man. We have a party. So now that I turn on the black lights, I've got 400 flies, a bee, a wasp. I have killed flying insects. There was one in here I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what kind of insect it was, but it's dead. Sheeple beware in the house. Amethyst Cat. What's up, kitty kitty? Gloria Paddock. What are you doing, little lady? Good to see you. Bad Zoot, of course. Thank you so much. You are the best. Willie Fix-It is getting around. MAGA Tick in the house. P. Dan is here. Good to see you, Peggy. Jayla17 in the house. For 94 cents a day, you can help Zoso Dude get better internet. Please. Operators are standing by. Please call now. Thank you, Sheeple. You are one of the funniest son of bitches I know. Goobage, what are you doing over there? Good to see you over at Pilled Foxhole. Wonderful to have you aboard. Trick Pony is here, walking a lion. Sigurd, the Dragon Slayer. He has a blacklight bug zapper, and the thing is killer on bugs. Seriously, black lights attract bugs like there's no tomorrow. When I was a kid, Vincent Price did an ad for, I can't remember, back in the 70s, there was only one bug killer, and it had black lights, and it just showed him sitting by it going, ooh, every time a bug went, it's like he got cheap thrills out of it. Victoria Lee, what are you doing, little lady? Val Hall is with us. EO2 Dave in the house, baby. Khaleesi 2020. She's saying hi. Can't stay long. That's okay. Just happy that you popped in to say hi. That means the world. Joe Elaine is with us. Wonderful to see you, darling. LT in the house. Wow. Our 4 cents. Our 4 cents is with us. Another fine Foxhole show, people. Volume a little low, Captain, says Val Hall. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly, darling. I need all the help I can get. I need all the help I can get. Sigurd, you're a wonderful friend for suggesting please hit the red pill. Please do. I invite you. I invite you. Looks like we are live over at Rumble, which is a beautiful thing. Willie Fix It over there. T. Craws in the house. Shall we see if we're live at Twitch? Oh, we're twitching. Fiddle D holding down the fort over there. Hey, Fiddle. I see you. I see you, my man. Holding down the fort all by yourself. Good to see you, my friend. Great to have you with us. Great to have you aboard. Last but not least, let's go to the troubling home. I mean, one day I hope to have a loving relationship with the hierarchy over there at YouTube. But, anyway, we've got some wonderful folks hanging over there. John Rogers is in the house. Norma Williams is here. Good to see you. Dark Brain in the house. John and Norma. Good to see you. Susan Danielle is here. Gloria Paddock checking in to say hello to her friends. I love that. I love how people bounce around to other platforms and spread the love. It is a wonderfully beautiful thing. Prairie Fire is in the house. It's still not very loud? Really? You're telling me this is not very loud. Does it get louder when I do this? Tell me, does it get louder when I do this? Razor in the house. Good to see you. All right, let me see what I can do here. Let me see what I can do. Let me try this. Does that do anything? Did that do anything to the sound of my voice? Let's see. Studio mode, settings, output. I don't know. Oh, quiet. All's quiet on the Western Front. Look, we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed and hope that it works. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you aboard the Mystery Ship this Sunday night. We are going to have a very interesting show. I spent some time today investigating. I've always been curious. I am curious by nature. If you don't know this by now, well, you don't know me very well. We don't know me very well, do we? No. Being the curious type, I like to look underneath nooks and crannies and get to the bottom of things. That's how I sort of learned to, I don't know, that's how I got red-pilled. I am curious by nature. But occasionally my curiosity takes me elsewhere. I must have been a cat in a former life, perhaps. There are some songs that I've always wondered the meaning behind the song. And there's a million of the shows. VH1, remember when you guys you're old enough to remember when in like 1981 or 1982 when MTV first started and it actually used to play music videos. There weren't any commercials. It was video after video after video. One of the MTV VJs is a dear old friend of mine. I hope she's doing well. She's living up in Maine now. God bless her. I hope she's okay. Nina Blackwood, this one's for you, darling. Anyway, shortly thereafter, they branched out. They started doing all these other things. And then they opened up another channel. It was called VH1. VH1. And on VH1, they got a little more, I don't know, deep into the music. And they came up with these, it was a great idea. I applaud them for it. They came up with a show called Behind the Music. And they would take classic albums and go back into the studio where the albums were recorded. They would pull the masters and put them on the player, the master tapes. Then they invite the artists in, and one by one, they would go through the songs on the album. It's kind of a fascinating, very interesting show if you like music. And they would go track by track sometimes, and some of the shows were just really cool. Um, Particularly the one on the dark side of the moon. Great show, great show. But it doesn't actually explain the meaning of the song, like what the song. They showed you how the songs were recorded, what special tricks they used, what nuances, what you know, all that kind of jazz. But sometimes when I listen to a classic rock song, particularly on my Saturday morning show, I often listen to the lyrics and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell was the impetus of this song? What was this guy? What made him write this song in the first place? Lyrics. Lyrics are, to me, the biggest part of the song. I mean, don't get me wrong. A fancy hook can grab you, okay? And I've been grabbed by many a hook in my day. Normally to yank me off the stage. But no, all kidding aside, uh, lyrics are a very, very important part of a song. Yeah, Lizzie B says, I remember behind the music a lot of neat trivia. And it really was, Lizzie. It was, they would, for instance, let me give you a for instance. Back in the late 70s and all through the 80s, I was a metalhead, okay? I played in a band called Dr. Slaughter. All right, Dr. Slaughter. My drinking buddies were, what can I tell you? Megadeth and Metallica and Guns N' Roses. Cruising the Hollywood Strip, going to all the backstage parties. It was a great time to be in your 20s in the 80s. Judas Priest. I was a huge fan of Judas Priest. I saw them. The first two times I saw them in a little place called the Starwood. Now, the Starwood burned to the ground. It was a small nightclub, very much like Gazzari's or the Roxy or the Whiskey, just like that. Van Halen used to play there back in the day. The Runaways used to play there. Everybody and their dog play. I saw UFO there. I saw Golden Earring there. I saw so many bands at the Starwood. But I saw Judas Priest there. And the stage is the size of my garage, so it's not some big giant place. I'm talking a tiny little hall. So before Judas Priest was the stadium monsters that they became with the Harley Davidsons and the walls of Marshall stacks. No, they used to play small clubs during their first 5 albums. They didn't break onto the scene until 1980 with the album British Steel. And I have to tell you that it took a long time for me to grow to like that album. When I first heard it, I thought, oh my God, they've gone commercial. They have sold out, and now they're doing 3-chord rock. That's what I thought. I hated the album when I first heard Living After Midnight. My grandmother could have written that one tied behind her hands tied behind her back. But I grew to like it. I grew to love it. And songs like Metal Gods and stuff, I have since learned to appreciate that album and the several others that followed. But I really like their early catalog. Oh my goodness. Stained Class, that kind of thing. Behind the Music came along and did a wonderful show on Judas Priest and that album in particular. British steel. I found it fascinating to learn the behind-the-scenes tricks. I explained on my show on Saturday one day about metal gods, and now at the end of the song you hear this weird metal sound, bam, bam, and the guy said, "Man, we went in. They recorded the album in Ringo Starr's house, which he had purchased from John Lennon, and they literally got that clanging metal sound. They took the silverware and the little container that separates the forks, knives, and spoons, and they dropped it from like 6 inches onto a table, which made all the silver go." And they did it in perfect timing with it. Those subtle nuances are very cool. It's neat to know how they did backwards masking and all that stuff, but it doesn't explain where the song came from. Okay, that's what I want to know. So tonight I have selected four songs that I have always been intrigued by, or four songs that I think have an interesting backstory, and we're going to look at them tonight. We're going to look at them one by one. This is fair use, people. I'm going to be playing some music and speaking over the top of the music. The entire reason for me playing the music is to discuss the lyrics of the song. However, I will tell you, I'm extremely worried about one of my channels, and I think I'm going to have to pull the plug on that channel and invite you guys to go elsewhere because they don't play nice. They don't play nice. You can use a song for fair use, like I intend to this evening, but some people just don't understand, and other people are just out to get you. So I'm going to play a little break video here that I normally do on Sunday nights, and we're going to have to invite all the wonderful people hanging out over at YouTube to perhaps find me somewhere else. Now, let me go the distance here and give you a link to find me elsewhere, okay? This right here is a link to my Rumble channel. Over at Rumble, they're nice people. They don't turn you off. I'm going to also give you a chance to maybe decide to go over to Twitch if you want to watch me over there. Here's Twitch. You could go watch us over there because we won't get kicked off the air over there. This is fair use. Here's a link to DLive. There are the most wonderful people hanging out over at DLive. Go and join them. But I'm going to have to probably pull the plug on the YouTube channel, just because if you play even 15 seconds of music, they treat you like a redheaded stepchild. And I'm not. I was a brunette in my day. And a rather good-looking one, I'll tell you. No, I'm kidding. Let's take a quick short break with this video. And when I come back, I'm going to say wax on, wax off, and invite the wonderful people at YouTube to please select any one of those beautiful... In fact, here's Pilled Foxhole. I don't know if you can just watch on Pilled Foxhole or if you have to sign up. I think you can watch, but if you don't sign up, then you won't be able to chat. At least on the other channels, I think you can chat. I don't know. Either way, we're going to be back immediately following this video, so see you on the other side, people. On the other side.
Why do we sail upon the mystery ship? 'Cause we never know where we'll go next.
Well, this is where I thank everyone for showing up tonight. I thank the people who support this program. I freaking love you. I thank you for just showing up. That means the world to me. But one of the nicest and best ways that you can support this program is just by telling someone else about it. I do run a tight shipwreck. Really, I do. I want to share this program far and wide every day. When I click on, I see a few new faces here, a few new faces there, and it is wonderful. And believe me, the people who support this program financially with gold pills and lemons and buy me a coffees and PayPals, you are the salt of the earth, people. You're the ones who make it possible for me to give away the coffee mugs and all the bags and all the mystery ship stuff that I give away. It's been a little lean lately, a little sparse. I understand. It's coming back though. Your brother Zoe is just kind of. I'm a little pinched at the moment. Damn Harley. I have good news about the Harley. Actually, we'll get to that. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind sharing this show, just with a coworker. I don't care how you do it. Tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell your next door neighbor, tell you the mean old lady down the end of the street. Tell her about this show. That's the greatest way you could ever help me. And it means the world to me that you would do that. And I know that you are doing this because I always see new faces. Always see new faces out there. Anyway. Thank you, everybody at YouTube, for showing up. I hope you have found another comfortable place to roost for the evening. I pray that you have. Jane's Peach, how are you doing? Jane, we are... I'm going to have to pull the plug on YouTube tonight because of the nature of tonight's broadcast. I just, a minute ago, posted... If you scroll up in the chat just a little bit, you're going to see several links there. Several links to other places where you could watch this program tonight. Perhaps Rumble might be up your alley, Jane. But I'm going to have to turn off the feed to YouTube because I'm going to be playing some musical selections this evening and discussing the lyrics behind these songs. And YouTube frowns on people playing music, even if you proclaim loud, like I did, that you are doing it under fair use. Fair use. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jane, I hope to see you on one of the other platforms. I really do. Okay, you'll be on Rumble? Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Let me go over to my StreamYard, and I'm going to nuke the tube. Thank you all for popping in. It is wonderful to see every one of you. Every one of you. I hope to see you on the other platforms. I really do. But nighty-night. Remove the tube. Remove the tube.